Do 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 do. Hey, good morning. It is actually morning for a change on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum hour, but it's about 6:02 when we started the show. So we're getting there. We're going back into the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum hour, and at this hour we talk about Agile and Scrum, any practical and tactical way so you can deliver value to your customer, get home to family and friends, not work 60, 80 hours a week, and have a little fun on the way. And we use Agile and Scrum to help us do what we say in our mission. So, kids go back to school today. So it's been a while. It's been like since COVID started, what, March 15th or something like that, mid March. So this will be their first day at school. Good feelings, emotions, bad ones too. Sad and good, happy. It's like, yay, kids are at school. I get my house back. I get to find out what working at home is really like. Didn't know what that was really like. Everybody said, "Oh, you're working from home." I'm like, yeah, I don't know what that really means. Um, and hopefully they'll have some fun and look forward to it. I know my kids are looking forward to it. My daughter's a little bit of an introvert, and she's like, yeah, I can deal without it. Son's like, yeah, let's go, but it won't be quite the way it was before COVID. But hopefully, I wish them luck, and I hope they learn a lot and like to explore and do stuff, right? So we're going to talk about today. Yesterday was last evening, so it was a late one, and it's been a little bit of time between the show last night and today. And I kind of want to continue on the show from last night, but in a different twist. I could get different takes on it. It'll be a short one because I'm seriously still not up yet. But I said yesterday, there's a certain company that removed their login from the front of their website, and you have to actually click on something that has no words at all. Click on it, and then you have to figure out you have to click on it because you have to intuitively know, because there's absolutely no way without intuitively knowing that's what you click on in the upper right corner. There's no way you're going to figure it out. And then when you click on it, nothing shows up. It's all the way at the bottom of the drop down. There's this login. So I'm like, where the heck did I find the login? So I did check last night, and it was still there. So when I said yesterday, it was like maybe a QA or who writes the code like this, stuff like that. Because we were talking about just bad coding, but really isn't coding, really. This is where we always talk about self-organizing in Scrum and Agile. Teams are self-organizing, but there's something we talk about which we don't really talk about enough in the Scrum and Agile world: self-empowering. What I can't believe is that if the teams that were building this code were really self-empowered and no one rose their hand and went, wait a minute, because as I said, maybe the QA or automation and all that, and I'm going to go through these different facets. They didn't pick up on this, right? They didn't pick up on the fact there's no more login on the screen. They were probably told by somebody maybe in business or whoever. You know what? They were told by someone in business it maybe it was a front end developer or something, a GUI developer, or somebody decided people don't need to know, and they just know it. And there doesn't need to be any English on it because it just naturally, they know the icons. But majority of their people are old seniors that pay, like me, that buy their stuff. We're just going to eliminate it. But no one on the self-empowered team, no one's self-empowered on this team that wrote this code to develop this customer and say, wait a minute, we need a logging capability on this thing because they still need to be able to pay us money. So all the barriers, all the stuff, and business says, yes, business, we will do this. Yes, business, we will do this. But a real empowered team on a real Scrum team in a real Agile world would say, well, no, we're not going to do this. This doesn't make absolutely any sense. This design is so counterintuitive to what all our customers know, because I'm a freaking customer. We talk about that too, where I think it's important that the teams are customers of the product. I mean, hopefully they can buy it. I mean, if you're building like $1 million mansions and stuff like that, they're probably not going to be able to do them, but they can use your site. They should be using your site. And if they really were customers of the site, they would have said, wait a minute, I can't log in. I can't figure out what channels I have. I can't buy the latest sports package because I haven't logged in and I don't know how to log in. How do I log in to buy the latest sports package? How do I log in to buy my new movie, or I want to rent something? You can't log in, right? It's gone. But if you really were a self-organizing team, and I mean a self-empowered team, I'm not worried about organizing. Self-empowered, which means you can make decisions and stop things from happening. Because I watch so many Scrum teams, so many companies, and so many Agile teams that they don't say, "Wait a minute, this is ridiculous. We're going too fast. We need to stop this." And this is where the self-empowering comes from. And here's an example: the self-empowering has been beaten down so much by their corporate structure that no one said, no, this does not make sense. So the QA probably did it right. The QA tested it, the developers wrote the code to what was given, but no one felt empowered to say timeout. You eliminated the log on function for our website. And this is a billion dollar company with millions of customers across the United States. It's a lot of money to be messing around with. But no one said, wait, because they're no longer empowered, because the organization have squashed them to the point where they just say, whatever you say, I'll do whatever you want. You're not going to listen to me anyhow. Let me just do it. And this is the part about being self-empowered, right? They got to say, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. I'm a customer. I don't know where to log in. This absolutely doesn't make sense. And part of this also, I did an earlier show about having offshore or onshore, different locations, that if no one who's writing in this code is an actual customer for your product line, never uses it in reality, how can they going to know what you tell them you want is the right way to do it, is the smart way of doing it? They're not. See, this all intertwines with everything. And they say Agile and Scrum. Scrum is simple but difficult to master. Well, that's part of Scrum. It's having a little self-empowered to make sure we don't screw up like that, and have people that are customers of the product line, so they really know what the hell they're coding. They'll just code it. They'll write the automated test. Said, you know what? They don't want to log on the front page. So I won't look for it anymore. I will close out that automated test script. I will do the automated test script that opens up the little button, goes down to the bottom, and works perfect every time. Programmed to a point, to a T. There's no bugs, there's no errors, there's no nothing. It works exactly right. But this is where also testers go. If you have testers besides just automated testers that just test to what the requirement is, they go, wait a minute. This is where a real tester comes up. Like, wait a minute. How's my customer going to log into the system? You just created something, or we want to create something that has no log on capability on the front page. Is this really what we do? And empowered, maybe not say no, but say, well, we need to bring this up because we got to make sure everybody's realizes what we're about to do. We're about to fundamentally change the way we build this website, and fundamentally how we change the interaction between our product and the customer, right? And an empowered team would have said that. An empowered team would have said, wait a minute, we're not doing that just yet. We need clarification from senior management that that's what they really want to do. And give me that freaking focus group that actually told the people, you know what, you really don't need to log on the front page. I doubt a focus group ever said that. Ever. There's nothing in their brain would say to do that. Oh, we're annoyed by the login. Really? Anyway, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. I didn't want to blame testers for screwing up and developers for writing the code because they probably wrote it exactly right. There's probably not one freaking bug, not one freaking error in the whole entire suite of tests for the logon because they moved it off the screen and they wrote the test code to accommodate that. But without self-empowered teams, and because they've been crushed by their large corporation and how they are operating, they probably offshored everything to a place that never uses the product, have no idea what the hell cable television is. They probably know satellite, but they don't know, or any kind of the cell phone usage because cell phones aren't everywhere. That they never said, no, hey, you can't do this because the customer cannot interface with the product. You think about it. So that's what I want to talk about. I wanted to talk about, oh, and we got 12,300 subscribers. That is amazing. I wanted to share that and say thank you all for subscribing and being part of this grand experiment with Scrum and Agile. It's fun. We're trying to do this every day and bring up some new content, do new sprints, new spikes, bringing up new little tiny mini projects for the customer base that we have, because I know a lot of people online are watching our Coca Mentos experiments. So they're trying to change it up a little bit. Still going to do Coca Mentos, at least until winter. It'll be interesting to do it in the winter. Oh, we're going to do one. I have to write it down. We'll do a Coca Mentos in the winter when it gets really, really cold. And then we're going to light it off and see if it freezes. That would be funny. Anyway, please give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Make you laugh, inspire some thought. Ring the little bell so when we go live at 5 a.m. in the morning, we'll wake you up so you can get up and go to work too. No, but at least you'll see in your when you do log in later on in the morning that we did put some material out there for you to watch. All right. Have a great day. Good luck for those has kids maybe already in school, going to school. Good luck. An emotional day, but they're gonna learn. They're gonna see their buddies, and just lucky enough that they can go to school. I know a lot of teachers are doing remote, and it's a tough world here in COVID in the United States. So I wish you the best. Take care. Bye, and see ya.